All right, well, the weather's kind of nasty, be working around rainstorms, but we're gonna get back to it and get everything we can done today on the old fence. The way it looks like it's gonna be pretty spotty, so I think we'll get quite a bit done today. All right, well, it looks like we got another little line of storms coming through. It's starting to sprinkle, which gives me a chance to go get diesel. I had not been paying attention really and just saw that it was getting pretty low. And you do not want to run a diesel out of fuel. It can be a real hassle to get started. So I also think that because that hole was so hard to dig right there, I am going to move it up just about 15-20 feet right here. This might be a little bit easier of a spot because it's further away from the big tree roots. I'll give it a shot, and then we'll just need to put one more post up there and then one sideways. So, well, let's go get some diesel. All right, tractor got a drink. And now we're going to keep going. I do have this guy, Rum. His name is Rumley. And believe it or not, he is a litter mate to Chicken, Mimi, and Panda. Go figure. Rumley. What's he doing? Rumley's out on this side along with Mickey because for some reason, Rumley and his dad, he gets along with everybody else, but Rumley and Moxley, it used to be worse. I've got it tamed a little bit, but especially when we're not here, I'm out working, somebody's not in with them, I just go ahead and keep them in their own little part of the room. Mickey's kind of the same way. Life with rescue dogs, huh? So I've been telling you guys I wasn't too worried about how the wire wasn't straight in places where there were high spots and low spots, so I could fix it with a T-post. So might as well get started on that while I'm here and have some close by. Now it's not touching the ground. It straightened it up pretty good. You see there's still a couple little kinks in here, but for my purposes it's going to be fine. And now I'll just put a T-post about this far apart, somewhere 15, every 10-15 feet. So I'll probably put the next one right here, and then when it starts, the land starts rising and falling, so I'll put one right there so it doesn't pull too bad. Then I'll come down here and put one and do the same thing, except I'll pull down on the wire like that, and it's going to get it closer to the ground. So might have to kink the wire in a place or two to get it to do right, but it's going to do the job I need it to. All right, a little rain never hurt nobody. So I've got to finish hooking this piece of fence up, and because of I haven't got around to cleaning that up yet, just haven't had a chance, I can't get around to this side of the fence to pull on the side I need to. I could get in through the yard, but it still wouldn't help because the tractor will be on that side and I need to pull from this side. So a lot of people have been bringing up, oh, why are you doing it the way you're doing it? Why don't you just use a come along? And there are a lot of reasons. Yeah, it can be done. It's just not really the easiest way. So I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys how I plan on doing this. Now, one of the first things I'm going to have to do, even though I know earlier in this video I talked about putting the braces on the right side, or the side that you're pulling to, well, because I'm now going to be pulling that way, this brace right here is taking all the pressure where I pulled this way, but now I'm going to be pulling that way, and pulling from this post. So I need to put a brace on this side, so when I start pulling from that post, it won't move. It won't move and pull out of the ground, and so it'll be all right. And this one's in there real good, and it's already got a lot of pressure going that way, so I don't think I need to brace this one going back, just the one I'm going to be pulling from, and that's going to be what's holding it anyway. So might as well get busy in the rain. All right, so can't be done with it. Come along, still pulled really tight. I didn't even get on it all the way because I didn't want to break anything at this point. With the rain coming in, didn't want anything super tight to be able to slide out. But you can see this is still pretty tight. Probably should have just unhooked it from up here. I really just want to get it done. And when I put my, yeah, it's still pretty tight. And once I put the T-post in here, it's going to be fine. But for me, using the come along isn't easier, because I only have a 25-foot cable on my come along, which is why I had to bust out my big 100-foot cable with my pulleys and stuff on it. Because I can't go, if I could just go from post all the way down to the next post with the come along, yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I can't, so it is what it is. Everything feels pretty nice and tight for the most part. Not quite as tight as I wanted it to, but it'll be all right. So I had some concrete that got wet, some extra from setting that post, and I want to fix it, or I want to use it before it turns into a rock. So I'm going to go ahead and sink this post right here in concrete, and I'm not going to use as much water as normal. I'm going to pour a little bit in the bottom and then tamp it. Probably won't even add that much water, but it's going to do the same thing as the dirt. It'll be ready to use a lot faster, so I can put wire up today, and then the rain, especially that we're going to have tomorrow, and from the ground, will finish giving it more than enough water to harden. It's just as sturdy as if more sturdy probably than with red clay. No one ever sneaks up on my house, which is a good thing. Showed everybody a way to stretch for the tractor, and then stretch without the tractor with the wire stretcher. Now I'm going to show you the down and dirty method that's easiest really for a short run. It doesn't work real well with 50-foot ones because the wire's so heavy. Pop and pop. So ideally you'd want to start all the way at the bottom, but you can see I didn't have much room right there. But for this piece, especially because there's going to be boards over it, not a big deal. So one of the reasons I don't like stretching with like a 2x4, a single wire stretcher, as you can see, you put a lot of pressure on just a single point and it'll bend the wire, especially if it's thinner gauge or older wire. So just another method to do it if you don't have anything fancy. Can be done that way. So well, that is definitely not pretty. Like I said, that is only temporary. I'll work on that another time. Well, it won't be too long, but it'll work. And I left this long piece right here because Copper, come here. I don't even know what he's barking at. He's being weird. So that I can put a T-post in right here and clamp it, and that way the gate will have something to stop against, as well as close the space up. And then I can take on the back side on these flat parts and just staple a piece of wire to it and let it hang down a little bit, and that'll take care of those holes. Copper, what are you? You look ridiculous when you're doing that. Where are you going? What are you doing? He's in a weird mood today. What? Fix your ear. Fix your ear. I think our neighbors just pulled in or something, and they're like half a mile that way. Weird dog. Well, guys, there is wire around the homestead. Well, there's wire around the 1.5 acre dog lot I have now. But I got to admit, it'll make a much nicer backyard. It'll look a lot better. I cannot wait to get the white fence down and get it all done. But it's late. I think it's about 7:30 right now, 7:45. So I believe that I'm going to call it a night. Make sure and like, subscribe, and share to continue seeing the updates on the fence. I just found one of the 6-foot T-posts like I need. Of course, that's what I need to put right there. Anyway, like, subscribe, and share so you can see the conclusion of the fence. Tomorrow, if we have breaks in the rain, I figure one of the things we'll do is go around on a scavenger hunt, because there are T-posts put in all around this place where I used to try and contain the goats with electric fence and such, till I figured out that that was an effort and futility. Wait, that's not that same. Anyway, yeah, doesn't work. Especially Billy's, because they don't care if it's electric. They put their horns under it, and pull up real fast and run through it. So I've got probably 20, 30, 40 T-posts scattered along that fence line. Try and get a tractor in there with the T-post puller and jerk them up. Now we don't have to buy anything. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching, and see y'all next time.